Have you ever wondered what it's like to work for yourself? Well, I've just crossed my 2 year anniversary as self-employed. So I wanted to share with you 5 key lessons that I've learned along the way. Now, all of my clients, they're in the corporate 9 to 5 world. So I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm simply highlighting these 5 lessons to help us show up better in our current jobs and in our current roles, but also having that open mindset, having that little bit of curiosity for us to expand ourselves. Let's be honest, running our own thing, earning enough money to fund the lifestyle that we want to live, but also having the time flexibility that being self employed allows you to do because you can choose how you run your days. You don't have to abide by your calendar working a 9 to 5 job. That is everyone's dream, right? However, being in this position now for the past 2 years, it's actually been pretty interesting. So these 5 lessons, I think, if I do say so myself, are pretty interesting. So let's jump into it. First lesson is time flexibility is only as good as who you spend it with. Now, this is probably the number one reason why you want to start your own business, is so you can dictate how you spend your days. If you wanted to take off that Wednesday afternoon because you felt like it, you could, or if you wanted to go on a 2 week holiday, so you could. However, after a while, and yes, it's obviously great how you spend your day, what time you start work, what time you want to schedule in your client calls, you quickly realize that everyone else that you know works a corporate 9 to 5 job. So all of a sudden, that time flexibility, there's only so many times that you can go to the gym by yourself or go to the driving range on a Tuesday afternoon by yourself. Over time, you realize that actually that the time is a little bit hollow because it's normally by yourself. And so when everyone else that you know obviously can't take off that random Tuesday afternoon because they work a corporate 9 to 5 job, well, then the time flexibility becomes a little bit inadequate. Second lesson is in-person connection is so crucial. All of my work is pretty much done online, around 90-95% of it. And I enjoy my own company. It's a way that I recharge. I like to think and just relax in my own company. However, I have noticed that I feel so much more alive, so much more energized when I make the effort to go out there in person. Get out the house, get in the hustle and bustle of a city or an office, really build up in-person connections. It is so crucial for so many things in life, our happiness, our energy, our creativity. And so I've really been surprised at just how much I have missed being part of a team or just having more in-person connection. Third lesson is owning a business is much harder than we think. Now, if you come from a successful career, you automatically think you're going to be successful in another career with kind of what you were doing. However, you quickly realize when you're a one-man band is that you wear every single hat. You're the one that is prospecting 24/7. You're the one that is trying to sell your product or your service. You're the one that is following up as an account manager or a customer success manager, obviously keeping in touch with all of your clients and making sure they're happy. You're the marketeer, the marketing team. You're the one that's putting out all the content on social media and all the other platforms. You're the finance team, keeping up to date with all of the renewals and finances and invoices. You are the CEO, deciding which direction to take the business in. You're wearing so many hats and it is so difficult to juggle all of them. And also, you realize just how many more people are in the space and how difficult it is to stand out. Lesson 4 is that we take our team for granted. For all of us that work in the corporate 9 to 5 world, we all pretty much will work in a team. And kind of similar to the last point where you wear so many hats, well, you realize just how amazing people were that you used to work with that are specialists in their roles. So they obviously get you better results, they get the team better results. And also just the camaraderie of working together as a team, all kind of going on one journey together, one path, and you all enjoy working together and all coming up with not just individual results, but also team results. It's a lot more fulfilling when you have a result as a team than just yourself. And the last lesson, on more of a positive note, not that the other four were negatives, they were just findings, is that you'll get an unrivaled level of self-confidence, self-esteem. I think so many of us don't want to give ourselves credit because it's like boastful, or it just feels a little bit weird. We never really give ourselves a pat on the back, right? But once you actually go out there and do your own thing and take a risk, you feel a sense of pride, right? And I, for myself, I've got more confidence than I ever have in these past 2 years than I probably did in my 12 years as an account exec in a corporate environment. So to wrap this up, as I mentioned, I'm not telling you to quit your job because all of my clients, they're in the corporate world. But what I am saying is to just be a little bit curious. There's so many more sides of you than you think there is. Expand yourself a little. And also, these 5 lessons should hopefully have allowed you to think, okay, maybe my job actually isn't that bad. Maybe the current role that I'm in isn't that bad. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. And so it's just hoping to get you thinking a little bit more positive.